all the time. I just asked Ashley and Anika if I could recite a poem that I wrote some years ago as well, that I think reflects the message here, walking for peace. Before I read this poem, the one that I want to read, there's a short one that I've actually committed to memory. Most of my poems end up being, it's not they're too long to commit to memory, but man, it takes a second. But a very short one is called Simply at Ease. And it goes, I see a puzzle that puts itself together and winds that blow with no breeze. Who am I? I have no clue. What am I? I couldn't tell you, but simply at ease. That one's simply at ease. This one here is called All of Us, capital B, being. I like the word being a lot, because in the Old Testament, if you like the Bible and stuff, in the Old Testament there's a guy named Moses that comes up on a burning bush, and he asks the burning bush, what's your name? And the burning bush responds, Ayeh Asher Ayeh, or I am that I am, which when you really just condense I am that I am down, you get one of the most grounding principles in Buddhist philosophy, which is just being. And it's really beautiful. So this poem is called All of Us, capital B, being. What is the mundane? Is it just more of the same? You know, the day to day. But is this not all that we have? The earth, the rock, the dirt and grass, the fire, the water, and the streams of conscious energy in that inward pull of gravity. The earth, the rock, the dirt, the grass that allow the question to be asked. Again, what is the mundane? You know, that gnawing in your veins, where the iron, blood, and oxygen coalesce to reminisce back on times when all was just stardust. So now I'll ask, what is the miraculous, if it's not just more of the same? Because on this day, today, children play in grass and dirt, while we spin with the earth some distance in an omniverse, in distant far-off galaxies, and that delicate sweet gravity is all of us being miraculous. Has not the kingdom come? Are not all things one? Have we all grown so blind, so deaf, and so dumb? The ordered chaos of it all, the sound a tree makes in a silent forest as it falls, the wind beneath the eagle's wings, and the math behind the music when she softly sings. Is this not all a single lovely harmony, an infinite vibration of quantum strings in an old hymnal's single Sunday morning? Does heaven not surround you with mountain haze and morning dew, sunrises in the rear view, acquaintance and companionship on short springtime road trips? How is all of this anything short of pure bliss? So what of work and hurt and toil? Are we really more than wet, organized soil? Would you say there is a soul? And would you say that any of us could ever really have control? And what of precious time? Where is yours and when is mine? How is any of this allowed to be so? And what would it mean if we could truly know so? Can we really say that anything is just mundane when all of us are miraculous? That's all I got.
And now we have the Venerable Sangha. You all please come and sit, please. Thank you.
Thank you. Please be seated. Good evening. How are you today? Thank you. We have been walking for over probably 1,000 miles, but yet tonight I feel as we are very far away. We sit all the way here and you are all the way out there. Should be closer, right? So tonight we are very grateful that we be able to stay here indoor, this high school. Before we do anything, we will have to do our ritual every night, every morning. And we do a prayer in our Pali language, which is the blessing as well, and asking for permission to stay at this facility, at this school, or anywhere we stay. We also to meditate, to contemplate on our breathing. We just have to keep our back straight, but relax. Okay? Don't force our spine. And then we just pay attention to our breathing by the nostril area right here. When we breathe in, we are aware of that breath going in. When we breathe out, we are aware of that breath going out. Just in, out, in, out. Of course, when we close our eye and we contemplate on the breathing, you will see your mind is jumping. I call monkey mind. It's thinking about the past, thinking about the future. And so when you know that your mind is jumping, our mind back, our concentration back to this breathing. And then when you hear any noise, any sound, just acknowledge that sound. Sound, 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 come back here. You feel any numbing or pain or anything on this physical body, just acknowledge that. Feeling, and then come back here. Easy, right? This is how we cultivate our mindfulness to bring our mind back at all times. That is after the forgive forgiveness and loving kindness meditation. We will do that breathing method right now. Buddham Bhagavatam Abhivademi Swakhatum Bhagavata Dhammon Dhammam Namasami Supatipanno Bhagavato Sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa Buddhang saranang gacchami Dhammang saranang Sanghang saranang gacchami Tutiyampi Buddhang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi Sanghang gacchami Itiso bhagava arahang Buddho Vecchācārana Sampanno Sukhato Lokavito Anuttaron Dhammasāvati Sattva Manusanang Buddhon Swakhatum Yadidam Dattare Purisani Dukkani Attam Purisa Bhukaman Bhagavato Samavata Sangho Karunayo Karunayon Kakinayon Niyo Anuttaram Punya Ketang Lokasati Sabe Sata Avelahutu Sabe Forgiveness meditation and loving kindness meditation. Of course, in this life, we have committed into so many problems and bad attitude, words, and thinking to the others and all beings, right? And the other people also do the same thing to us. So we need to ask for forgiveness, forgive everybody who have hurt or injured us, and then we also forgive them the same way and forgive ourselves. May all forgive me, honored one, who are in wisdom and compassion strong. I freely forgive anyone who may have hurt or injured me. I freely forgive myself. May my teachers be well, happy, and peaceful. May my parents be well, State of America, be well, happy, and peaceful. May all beings in this universe be well, happy, and peaceful. May the suffering ones be suffering free, and the fear-struck fearless be. First, and then you all tonight, and then after that we'll come to the questions. Good evening. Are you okay? Good. So far, so good. I would like to pay my respect for all Sankarma, and I would like to pay my respect for all of you in here, in the hall. It is South High School, right? Southside High School. Oh. This is the second time that we sleep in the high school. You know, you know, my English is not good enough, but I would like to switch with Bhante Panyakala. You know, I know his English is really perfect and better than me, but he talk a lot every night, every noon, you know, today, and he talks already. So, I don't know what I am going to talk about. To talk about peace, right? Because we walk for peace. Sometimes I have to run for peace because I walk slowly. So Bhante Panyakala, he walks really fast. You know, he walked by barefoot but very fast. Because the location, somehow the location that we got, that is far away. Like yesterday evening, just in the afternoon, it's almost 18 miles. So I have to run to follow him. And the peace for us, why is very important? Because we are a Buddhist monk. We practice about this. We practice about peace, but before we get peace, we practice about
suffering. The suffering first. We have a lot of suffering in this world, in our mind. Why not? Because we have a lot of thought, of thinking. Sometimes it's not happened yet, but we think about that. You know, for example, like everyone in here, what we think a lot. We think of a lot of food. We think a lot of clothes. We think a lot of housing. We think a lot of car. We think a lot of sickness or illness when we get sick. And after that, we have too much worry about. Like a parent. Parents, they worry about the kids, the child. When they are a little kids, you love him a lot, love her a lot, and worry a lot. When they growing up, go to school, we love a lot and always thinking about it. When they go to high school, they think a lot of them too. Worry about it. You worry about it to go like it's not the good way. And right now, is a lot of job. That we worry too. It's not only our parents. We are a Buddhist monk. We worry about that. So this is the cause of the suffering. But we have to know how about this suffering is released, or how to hunger about this. But for the Buddhist monk, we practice about meditation, about the mind. Because we believe the mind is the chi. Everything is made by mind. If you have a bad mind, impure mind, when you act or speak, everything is like a bad act, bad speak. But you know that it look like the hoof of the ox. Whatever the ox going, the hoof that is follow. If we have impure mind, whatever we do is not a good thing. You thought, you speak, you act. But opposite, the mind is chief. If you are pure mind, when you speak or act, everything is good. this good happiness follow you like a shadow. You know, whatever we walk, whatever we go, the shadow is follow us. That is for the mind. So, the peace comes from the mind, the inside. But usually people like to think about the outside thing. If I have this, if I have that, I will be peaceful, I will be happy. But it's not the permanent happiness. Just only a few minutes, a few days, a few months. But the pure mind is forever. At first, we practice about this. We have to pay attention to the body because we separate the body and mind. The body, what we have? We have earth, we have water, we have fire, we have air. This is the body. We have form, like we can see, that is the form. But the spiritual, we cannot see it. We cannot do spiritual, but we feel in the mind. How we practice about the body, the action, we call the karma. We call karma is the action. At first, it's really simple. Very simple to practice. Like a what? Like a no killing, no stealing, no sexual misconduct, no lying, no intoxicating. That's it. That is the peaceful starting. After this is we call doctrine. After doctrine, what is that? Concentration. Concentrate how to practice about concentration is from meditation. When we meditate, we concentrate our breathe in and breathe out. Usually we breathe all the time, but we never pay attention to that. So we use this air to make the mind pure. Usually the mind is wandering about everything, in the past or in the future. Sometimes in the future is far away, but we don't pay attention. But why we have to pay attention to that? In the past is already past. Like you appeal with someone, you fight with someone, long times. Like a month, a year, but you still get hatred in your mind. That is good for you? No. But why? But why this thing pop up in your mind? Because we call attachment. we attach that. But when we practice about meditation, you close your eye, but your mind can see it. Your mind can see him or her. Your ear can hear him or her. And it's stuck in your mind. If we think about that, it's like a relief. When the mindful is very strong, we practice this meditation. The mindful, usually we have mindful everyone, but it's not strong enough. Why? For example, like you are here, sometimes your body is here, but how about your mind? Is it in here or not? Maybe it's not in here, in somewhere else. Sometimes I speak like this, you don't understand well what he is speaking about. Right? Because my action is not interesting. So, but don't pay attention to that. See? Because if we need the where you are, your mind is there, that we have to practice about mindfulness. After the concentration, what we have to have? We need wisdom. Where is wisdom come from? How we get wisdom? Number one, we have to listen. We have to listen. We have to read. And we have to think about it. It's right or wrong. It's not when you hear it, you make a decision like oh, it's not right. When you hear right or wrong, you have to think. When you think about that, like when you go to sleep at the night time, when you meditate, it's very important. You meditate, you close your eye, but your mind really clear. But when the mind clear, you can see it. Right or wrong. Why the Buddha like to say that? Don't believe me. You have to practice. And you have to make a decision to believe yourself. You to believe what you do. Me too. Like I speak like this, right or wrong, maybe you don't know. How you will know? You have to practice by yourself. So, we are the Buddhist monk. When we practice about this, about the meditation, we don't have, I have family. I have mother, I have father, I have brother, sister. But that is a family. Family that I come from. But when I, a Buddhist monk, we practice, we follow the Buddha's way. That mind is open. When the mind is open, I feel like it's not only my parents or my brother or sister, it's my family. I feel like it's a whole world. It's a whole world, it's like the same family. I don't love not only my family. Why? We want to show off this world to get peace. We know about this. Everyone have suffering. Suffering from the job, suffering from the family, suffering from what you think about. But we have suffering from the fighting each other. We are in the United States. We don't have much about this. But how about in the world? In the other country? How they cry about the family. They miss their family. They live with each other in the family. But when they have war, you know that? You imagine about that. Like you have a house. But how about you get fire in your house? I don't want to say like a bomb. I don't want to say that. But I say it already. How about they suffer about that? Suffer about fighting. But they don't have any mistake. Right? They don't have any mistake, but why? They get suffer about that. They suffer just only in the families, looking for food, looking for clothes, looking for housing, for the car, for the sickness. They suffer about this. It's not enough. But they have to suffer about the war. So, when I heard about that, we don't know what to do. We want to help this world because everyone needs peace in their mind. We have to act about that. We want to success. Everyone can get peace in their mind. So why we have to walk? We have to walk. If we just only think in the mind, nobody is here. When we show up, you can see us. It's not only you. It's not only here. Right now in social media, it's really famous about that. So we practice like a 4 step. 4 steps. You will get peace. Number 1, we love what we do. We love our activity, like walking. Walking is really easy. You think about you walk in your company. Just only 8 hours a day. How you are being tired about that? But we walk. It's not 8 hours, sometimes it's 10 hours. Like an overtime. But not get paid. We don't get paid, but we love it. Because you are in our heart, in our mind. I have peace. So I want to share. I need you to have peace. Whatever far away, the long journey, I never walk like this, but I have to. Number 2, I have a sacred eye, I have a patient, really patient about this. We heard our feet get wisdom, but never stop. I want to ask my leader, can you take a break for 1 day or 2 days? But he never stopped. Really heard about that. But in our mind, we are happy. We have peaceful. Because we have to have the concentration about walking. We have mindful about walk. That is practice about meditation too. When you do anything to concentrate about that is meditation. So, number 4, we have the chitta. Chitta is like a think about that. This is in the mind. When we sleep or when we do something, we're thinking about the world. Look like you're thinking about your kids, about your children. You love your children. You want them to have food, to have clothes, to have housing, to have education. You want them to have everything. We too. In our mind, we need His peace. That's peaceful to everyone. Every country in the whole world, we know they have suffering. So, the last one, when we think about that, we have to show off what we should do. So, why we make a decision to take a walk for peace. And when we do it, I am really, I don't know how to say it, like I'm really happy. Or when I saw the people, they come out, they greet with us, to welcome us in the city or even in the street. We come out, we worry about us, bless us, So, in my life, I do this. I think, I feel that. When I die with peacefully. Because I do what I want to do, what I should do, that I can do. So I hope that it's 100% of this world is peaceful, but I hope some, like you are here, when you saw us, you feel happy, you feel peaceful, right? So that I have to say today. Yeah, thank you for your listen. Okay, if you have any question, you ask Pante Panya Kala, he can answer you. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
I just make an observation. First of all, go through him. First of all, thank you so much. I walked with you for the bridge, and people are loving what you're doing. Healthy performance. Our country needs this. I just thank you so much.
Give me a hug. Thank you.
Selma, born and raised, graduated from this school, first, I have seen Selma, a lot of people's friends, I do believe. Thank you.
You know, my personal feelings today when we enter into Selma. The first feeling that arose within me was sadness. Seeing the buildings, seeing the roads, seeing the cars around us, just arise. I have a feeling that's uneasy, which is really sad. I didn't learn much about Selma, but it did give me that feeling. And I know that we didn't make the wrong choice to go this route. Because we be able to share something with the people here. Something that's when we entered to Louisiana, Mississippi, not just have the same feeling, and I shed tears the whole way from the border of the bridge, Mississippi, to the northwest for like 2 hours. I walk and cry. There's a lot of sufferings around us. So many, so much. But nobody knows where to start, how to end it. Send for all of us here. We didn't know where to start and how to end it. And of course, we cannot end this. That's why we call this world is in fire. We can just do so much about it by taking on this journey to walk, hoping that we can share this peaceful moment to all those people along the road who will see us, who will meet with us. And I have seen so many tears from Texas to here. And it touched me a lot. And there are people just come and told me, you saved my life. We didn't do anything much, just walk. The only thing different is we walk peacefully, mindfully. Earlier, when Moses said sometimes he wanted to ask to rest for 1 or 2 days. We did rest for 2 days after the accident of our brother Mark to make sure that he is stable before we continue the journey. We did rest 2 days. We are behind the schedule. We always wanted to rest because this journey isn't easy. Not easy at all. Have tears, but every day for our more months. But we never give it up. I made a statement to the public on behalf of our Belmonts of Southside that we will never stop until we get to Washington, D.C. Before we take on this journey, we already set our life aside. Just like our brother monk, he said that I will have to cut this leg because I'm not sure that I'll be able to walk again after so many surgeries. I'm willing to offer this leg to walk for peace. I'm not regret. That is this determination. That is this offering to the walk for peace. Just because of peace, He will willing to cut His leg. Said like us, we are ready. We don't know what's going on tomorrow. There are always toxic people out there. There's always problem out there. We don't know. But we are all ready for peace, for happiness, even just a small amount of people. We still walk and happy to walk, to continue this journey. At the end, I know that we have a lot of supporters. We have a lot of love from you all, right? So we are not alone. Even though physically to walk to Washington, D.C. just only us. But spiritually, we have a lot of you walking with us every day. Is that right?
Right.
So we are not alone. With that powers, we will make it through. And we will put our footprint in Washington, D.C. with you all. And hopefully that all of you will be able to join us in Washington, D.C. as well. This is something that we can do to our country and the whole world. Hopefully, everyone will live in unity and harmony. Peace, loving kindness, and compassion will surely bloom and flourish throughout this country and around the world. And I hope that one day, all people can be able to sit down and talk and hang around with each other just like this. It doesn't matter what skin colors, backgrounds, languages. It doesn't matter. But I know for sure, after 55 days, we achieved it already. Because everywhere we go, like right now, people gathering together and share this moment with each other, that is very grateful. Don't you think so?
Yes.
The world should be just like this. And together, let us all raise the awareness of peace, loving kindness, and compassion of this walk for peace to all the people in this country and around the world. Let us all work together to bring peace to this world. Thank you very much. All right, any other questions?
I do have a practical question. When you get to DC, what is the plan?
This is a question that a lot of people ask about it, and I know the concern. But right now, we don't have the final plan for what's in DC yet. Just like right now, today event, we only have like a couple of days or 1 week to get the final decision from the government and things like that. It will take a lot of time and effort to work on. Just us here and the supporting team. And then we also have a lot more people at home, our members working behind the scene as well. A lot of people helping this journey, not just only us in this journey. So we are working really hard to get everything in place together, and hopefully that not just us as civilians, but all the government officials will join hands with us as well. This for everybody.
Part of this journey. Know that God's always 100 steps ahead of us. Before we even met you, we were picking up trash at the place where we had the group photo. I didn't even know that was like the spot. And we got to learn even more history. I traveled over 500,000 miles in 49 states in this whole country. Interesting how even such a small town like Selma can just show you how much history can be forgotten and remade, rekindled, So I just wanted to thank you for showing that to me and how powerful the monumental of a movement can start something bigger than we can all imagine. Bring everybody together. So thank you.
Thank you. You know, the sister holding the camera in front of you, 2 nights ago, she came to me and talked with me. She said, Venerable Monday, after the event in Selma, and the Venerable monks walked for 14 miles after a long journey in the morning. Okay. Because we will have to walk a lot already. And then I was ready for it. But somehow after lunch and I checked the map, she sent out the map and I said, oh, it's only not that much. Only 3 hours something of walking. And they all, like you and other people join us walking as well. And I let everybody rest every 1 hour, right? Not too much walking. But if you were to join with me the day before, then we were over skiing 2 days on a row. And guess what? The police officer in chief was right beside us, but they didn't give us any citation. Instead, they assisted us to get to the rest place on time and safely, just to make us having a little bit of fun. But we are very honored and great that you can join us to feel the journey. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for all those words. Okay. The last thing we will do is to give out the blessing string to you all. So if you don't have a blessing string yet, then please come to in front of each venerable monk, and then we will give you the blessing string. Okay. Please come.